guys? It's Liam here. Day 2, week 2 of the Glutes program. This is the bronze phase. As you remember, we have adjustable set of dumbbells, adjustable bench. This is all you need. If you have a light set of dumbbells and a heavy set, if you don't have an adjustable bench, you have a regular bench, I'm sure you can make it work, but this is what we're gonna use throughout this whole phase. For today, we have 4 movements, if you remember from last week. We're gonna do a chest supported dumbbell row for our upper body pull. We're doing an overhead press with the dumbbells for our upper body push. We have dumbbell glute bridges for our lower body hip hinge. And then we have split squats for the knee dominant for the quads. So to start off, we're gonna do the rows first. So you're gonna set your bench up to about a 30 to 45 degree angle. Grab your weights, pick a warm-up weight for the first movement. If you have not already warmed up, don't be dumb. Click this video, do a warm-up. Your body will thank you. You're not as young as you once were, and nobody wants to pull a muscle. It's bad for morale. I say it because I've done it myself, and I've seen people do it in PT sessions, and it's just not worth it. So starting off, we'll do 40 pounds for my warm-up set. If you remember, the format is 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps per set. Ideally pushing in that range of 0 reps in reserve to 3 reps in reserve. First set, we're going nowhere near that. We just want to warm up the muscles involved. So I'm gonna grab my weights. I'm coming over here to my bench. Side angle will catch this a little better. I'm here, and I am gonna pull from my elbows, bottles down, that's all right. So pull the elbows back. Oh, that's not a very good setup there. 1 second. Okay. Oh. Pulling my elbows in, together. 2 more. Okay, that was a little awkward. I'm gonna pull this out a tiny bit. Okay, and good. So, as you've seen, last time I was kind of down on this low part with the dumbbells here. So if your bench doesn't have this, you don't have to worry about this. I was hitting that. So I'm gonna come a little higher on this next set. So I have all this real estate over here for pulling. Now, we're gonna adjust our weights. That's our warm-up set. So grab yourself a challenging weight for 8 to 12 reps. Now, if you guys remember, we did these exact workouts last week. And for the next, it's a 6-week phase, bronze is. So we're gonna do the same workout. We might add an extra set some weeks. We might add a burnout or a finisher. You'll have to tune in each week to find out what we're doing, but for this week, same reps, same amount of sets. Only goal is more weight, slower tempo, or more reps. So we have 60s now. I have 60s here, so I went from 40s to 60s. This will probably get me closer to my failure number. One last thing to remember is if I'm grabbing and tensing my upper body and pulling towards me like this, I'm all biceps. Biceps, shoulders, forearms, it's all working too much. If I can relax that, pull my shoulder down, pull from my elbow, and really try and like pull my elbows in together and really like flex those back muscles together, that's gonna work the area we wanna target a little bit more. So, grab your weights, get yourself set up on your bench. I'm going higher up this time. That's better. Okay, 1, 2, 12. Okay, just those weights. Whew. Nice job, guys. This is a little off center. It's bothering me. Okay, take some rest. for today. Won't even lie to you guys, I filmed day 1 right before this. Not as young as I once was, and 60s today are gonna do the trick. Here's the thing with back that's kind of weird. Physically, I could muscle more weight on these, and let's say do 70 or 80, but I'm not gonna be able to squeeze my back muscles very good. Very quickly, biceps, shoulders, forearms, all these areas are gonna take over. I don't know the exact number I've done by now, but probably over 5,000 personal training sessions. And without fail, one of the most common things I've seen is that clients struggle to get good connection into their back muscles when they're working out. And one of the most common faults is going too heavy too soon, because then you're just trying to muscle it up and get it from A to B. And it's very hard to really isolate and focus on certain muscles you're trying to hit. That's why you see, like, I guess Ronnie Coleman was an exception, but you don't see a whole lot of bodybuilders that go crazy, crazy, crazy heavy. Kind of for that reason. Okay, last set on chest supported dumbbell rows. So, if you remember, got my weights, I'm going 60s again. These 2 sets of 60, I think is still more than I did last week. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. Okay. Only 10 reps there. That's all right. So, note that down. I know that's more than last week for me. So, let's say you did 20 last week. Let's say you did 10 for your first set, and then 20, 20. So if you did less than that last week, or you did it in a more controlled, slower manner this week, then that is progression. So, I'm gonna give my upper body rest. I'm gonna get the split squats over with, because they're probably the hardest movement in the program. Now, friendly reminder, go back to week 1, day 2, if you wanna see the regression here. But, especially for these, holding on to something beside you or having a broomstick and giving yourself a little bit of assistance as you're going up makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. So don't be too proud to start modestly and then build your way up. I'm gonna start with 40s for my first set. So we're here. It's a split squat, so I'm doing a stationary lunge. So I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, that's 12. Whew. Give the wheels a couple seconds to breathe. Holy smokes. Those will usually get your heart rate up pretty good. If you feel like your heart's beating out of its chest, that's normal. I said it last week, but I'm not just saying it. Without fail, lunges, specifically like leg day, working lunges, any of that stuff, least popular movement, maybe outside of something like the assault bike or like a Versa climber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to bang that knee off the ground. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy. Oh, take some rest. You earned it. Going up. Oh man. All right. You could hear by how slowly I click those that I might not necessarily want to go this heavy, but I know I should. So, got 60s there. Now, I want to make sure we're letting ourselves recover a little bit. I'm gonna have a drink of water. This is a one where at some point you may need to use straps or chalk. I already have a good hunch that these forearms might betray me before my legs do. All right, let's straighten this so I have a rest in between sets. Okay, guys. Split squat again. Set number 2. 8 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, are you gonna stay? Yeah, good. You'll notice I went pretty quick there. Probably 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. It's, they produce a lot of pain in your legs. So you can, if you can slow on that way down and go really slow, you're gonna get more stretch. Okay. Other side. My heart rate's as high right now. I'm doing lunges as it was when I ran 30K this weekend. Go figure, eh? Same kind of cardio as running. You guys are doing great. This is the non-easy part. None of it's easy, honestly. Let's go, you got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, push it, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and right in time for the grip to fail. Take some rest. We're gonna stay at 60 for today. Again, if your grip is really your limiting factor here, consider, you can go on like Amazon or something, gymnast chalk, most workout websites. If you're Canadian, there's a website called supplementsource.ca that I like. Usually they'll have chalk in like the clearance section and stuff. It's usually pretty cheap. Sport Check sells it usually. But a little bit of chalk, massive difference. And that way you can still build your grip strength. Straps are good, but then if you get too reliant on straps, then you'll not build the necessary grip strength to do a lot of heavier movements that require you to hold weight. Specifically pulling movements usually. Okay, so you're almost there. Third set coming up. Last one on these. I don't know about you guys, but two sets with 60 here is gonna be more than I did last time. And you can hear me, I'm second wind, so today is good for this. So let's lock in, let's get this done. Last set of split squats. Again, my target will be around 12 reps. If needed to, we'll cluster set it if the grip fails. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Come on. grip strength. Okay, that's one side done. Rest. Other side. So that was the left knee in front. So now we're gonna go left back. A little bit of rest. No shame in taking some rest. It's the same thing if you're doing sprint training. One thing I learned hiring a coach for endurance sports is if we're doing a block where I'm trying to get faster, let's say we're doing like 30 seconds all out sets or 2 minutes all out, you usually have to rest significantly more than you actually work. So if you're hired for 30 seconds, you might rest 2 minutes, 3 minutes or more. The world's best sprinters, Usain Bolt, all those guys, they're doing 10-second sprints. They're resting many minutes between those sprints, so they're back to 100% ready. So it's no shame if you want a little bit extra rest. I know I do right now. Last one, then we get a little upper body, which will be a nice welcome reprieve from this. Gonna eat more next week before I come in here, guys. Let's go. Left leg back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you as excited as I am? Done the lunges. Good job. If there's anything I've learned, not anything, but a very important lesson I've learned over the years of training is that usually on the days when I feel the shittiest and the moments when I want to do it the least are usually the ones that I feel the best about after the fact. Now that seems like some maybe that sounds like some cheap motivational quote you'd read on a cereal box or something, but for myself at least, I know it to be true that it's I remember watching this Michael Phelps interview, and he was talking about when he's training for the Olympics, how his coach introduced him to the concept of making deposits. And it's like you imagine a bank account. Let's pause that story for a second though. So we're gonna go into overhead press now. So I'm gonna start a little bit on the light side because my shoulders are a little not great right now. So I'm gonna start 35 personally. So if you remember, this angle will catch it better, but if you have cranky shoulders, don't set your bench up directly to 90 degrees. Maybe go like 80, 70, 60. It just takes some of the pressure off your shoulders. And for today, instead of going with my hands pronated, so turned out, I'm actually gonna have my hands neutral grip today, just to give my shoulders a little bit of relief. Okay, let's do this first set and I'll go back to Michael Phelps. So we're here, 8 to 12 reps. Shoulders are down and back. Controlled. 2, 3, trying to keep the ribs down, back against the bench. Okay, nice. So that's good. So that's 35. Felt pretty reasonable. I'm gonna go to 50s. But yeah, the Michael Phelps analogy. So he basically said that his coach introduced the concept of deposits. And the analogy basically goes, or the story goes, that there's gonna be days, weeks, months, where you feel great and you're gonna wanna show up and you're gonna feel motivated. And you're gonna show up and you're gonna have these incredible, in his case, incredible swim practices. Your diet's gonna be locked in, your sleep's good, you're healthy, it's like everything's clicking. And you're making these huge deposits into your training bank account. But there's also gonna be times where you're gonna feel like crap, or you're gonna get sick, or something's gonna happen in your family, and you're not even gonna wanna show up to the pool. You're gonna be slower than you've been in years. You're gonna have family stuff, you're gonna sleep like crap, your diet's gonna fall off. And in a moment like that, if you can just make the tiniest little deposit and not make a withdrawal and pull back, you're gonna be leaps and bounds ahead in the future when you get to a competition or a point in life where you wanna make a deposit. Or a withdrawal, sorry. So the example of that today is, I think specifically about those split squats back there is, I don't know about you, but there was a point in time when I didn't really want to freaking do them. And the fact that we did them means that you made a deposit in your bank there. And down the line, you'll be able to pull on that. And that's not to be understated. That's huge for self-confidence, belief in yourself, doing the hard thing that you didn't want to do in the moment because you know it's the right thing to do for yourself in the long term. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. 8 to 12. 2, keep the back against the bench. 3, 4, 5. Oh man, that's tough. Okay, good. Good job, guys. Okay, take rest. One more set. Done the upper body push. Glute bridges, then we're done. This one was a little slower than last time. This workout, you can fly by me if you need to, but again, some days you're not gonna feel amazing. You just gotta get done. Who knows? Maybe we'll chop out some of my yapping. A couple big breaths. Bring the heart rate down. Last set is dumbbell glute bridges. Work the glutes, work the booty. Done. Okay. About 20 seconds, and then we're gonna go. Okay. Didn't take a whole lot of rest here, so repeatability might not be there. That's all right. Are you ready? Oh, God. Okay. Humbly. Okay. Last one, then we're done. Nothing to it but to do it, guys. Dumbbell glute bridge. Last but not least. Well, in terms of my favorite exercise, actually maybe least, but that's all right. So, first set, yeah, we'll do 50, that's cool. This is the only exercise, if you guys remember, that last week, I believe I did 20 reps. So, we're gonna go quicker on the tempo here, but we can do less reps. One thing to bear in mind, if I'm here, if I'm driving up, if my heels are too close to my butt, it's gonna be all quads. But also, conversely, if my heels are too far away from my butt, it's gonna be all hamstrings. So we wanna find that happy medium, if you will. Okay. Drive your hips through, 2, a little closer, 3, 4. Okay, good. Okay. So we're going up. Going to 80. So, I'm gonna bring these over here. A little bit of rest. You're almost there, guys. Last 2 rounds of this. Friendly reminder that if you're maxed on your weight, you can do more reps here. You can also do something called an AMRAP. So it's as many reps as possible. You could basically say, hey, I'm just gonna drive my hips up until they don't go up anymore. Maybe you get 50 reps, who knows? But it's something to think about. I'm also gonna think about try and scoop your hips under. I'll try and show you what I mean on this side, but try and really tuck your butt under, like you're trying to disappear your butt. It's called a posterior tilt in your hips. Okay, so I'm here. Oh, okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to get this thing off my hips, so I'm gonna wait. Let's wait 30 seconds, maybe a minute. If this bothers your hips, you can take it off. And then we're gonna do this last set, and then it's freedom. And then you're done the second workout of week 2. 5th workout of the program for you. That's freaking good. The goal here is not to be perfect each time. It's just show up, just do the thing. The author James Clear in the book The Atomic Habits talks about how when you're developing a new habit, the goal is just not to break the chain. You just want to keep the chain going. So even if you're taking imperfect action, just show up. Just keep building the routine of doing it. All right. Get off me. Oh man. I'm proud of you guys. That's day 2, week 2 of the Glutes series, phase 1 bronze. You already know, I'm Liam. Thank you for showing up for yourself today and listening to my yapping. We'll see you tomorrow or later in the week for day number 3. Peace.